guys, and welcome to Nicrit, and I'm sorry for my nasally voice. I am very congested right now, but let me just bear through it. I really wanted to get this Meowth video out, and I'm really excited with how he turned out. And if you are into Pokemon, I have an entire playlist that is ever growing of all the different amigurumis that I'm making for Pokemon. I'm hoping to get Jigglypuff and Igglybuff, excuse me, up soon. I'm also going to be posting Charmander hopefully soon. That's going to be edited before this, so I'm hoping that'll be out before this is. I'm also looking into doing Snorlax and Sylveon as well as Umbreon, and so I'm working on a whole slew of Pokemon. Diglett's coming out, should be coming out before this one, and if you need help along the way for anything that I'm saying during this pattern, there will be a written pattern down in the description below that's linked on Babblery. It's a nice little printable PDF that you can take along with you anywhere, and really that's all there is to it. Alright, let's get started. For this project you will need 1 skein of Vanna's Choice, or just any worsted weight cream yarn. I like Vanna's Choice a lot. It's kind of my go-to, but if I can't find the color like I did for the tan color here, I will go with Red Heart or some other brand. I have this tan color Red Heart worsted weight yarn. You're not going to need a lot of it, just for the feet and the bottom of the tail. So if you manage to find like a smaller skein of that, I'd recommend that versus getting a full skein. Unless, you know, I mean, Red Heart's like $2 something, and if you use a coupon at a craft store, it can be like $1, so, you know, there's that. You're also gonna need a little bit of yellow worsted weight yarn, which you can get in those little tiny mini like tail end packs. They have a bunch of them for like both Vanna Choice and Red Heart on end caps and AC Moors and stuff. You can get like, they have every single color in a little tiny mini skein, which is really cool. You don't need a lot because all you need it for is honestly the little head piece there. Then you're going to need a size J or 6mm crochet hook. I'm using a Susan Bates because that's my preferred crochet hook. I like it with how pointy it is and how it has a nice deep-seated groove for the hook part. You're going to need a darning needle, a thing of black puffy paint, and black and white felt. I just bought a sheet for both, and then that's what I'm working on for the eyes and the little fangs right here. Oh, you're also going to need a sheet of pink felt as well. Not a lot, just a little bit, and it's a light pink. You can also go with a tan color too, like what's similar to the bottom of the feet. I've also seen ones with him that have the tan color for the inside of the ears, but I prefer the pink because I think it's a bit more anime and cute. Alright, let's get started. So to start out our Meowth, we're going to make a body. And the body is fairly easy in shape. What we're going to do is we're going to begin by making a magical ring, placing 6 single crochet inside of that ring. Then we're going to increase every single one of those stitches, getting it up to 12 single crochet, and then every other up to 18. Then you're going to single crochet around for 10 rounds and slip stitch off for this one piece. Then you're going to repeat and make another leg right here, and you're going to then attach both of those together by just single crocheting around both of those pieces, around and around and around. You're going to single crochet around for 4 more inches with this 36. There's 36 stitches now because you have your 18, which would make it into 36 around. Then I usually stuff around here. I stuff it, I call it good, but it's easier for me to show you how I do this next if I don't stuff it quite yet. So here I'm going to stop. This is where I stopped right here from going around and around and around. I'm going to single crochet 9. Then I like to count backwards to 18 to get me back to my 18 stitches, and then slip stitch across from where that 18th stitch is from my crocheted 9. So I crochet 9, I go back 18, and then I slip stitch across the entire thing, splitting off my body again. So here I'm going to single crochet around here for 10 rounds to about here, and then I'm going to start decreasing by skipping every other stitch until it's closed off and looks like the bottom of over here where I started. Then I'm going to pick up these stitches over here, all 18 of them, single crochet around for another 10 rounds, then decrease the same as I did on this leg. Stuffing as I go, and I like to stuff around here, and then I'll work my little round leg, and then I don't stuff. Then I make this leg
get to the point where I'm decreasing and then I stuff both of the legs, and I call that good because it's a little difficult to stuff sometimes. And before you get too far, after row 3 on each of your legs for this finishing part, you're going to want to change to that darker tan color that I showed you in the project you will need section of this video. So you're going to want to change this, do another 7 rows in your tannish color here, and then close off just like I had instructed earlier. It's the only part that I kind of missed out on there for. My bad. I'm sorry if that was confusing. Then you're going to want to work on the tail. The tail is this. It's this very long piece right here, and it's very long for a reason. You're going to take your tan yarn, you're going to make a magical ring and place 6 single crochet on the inside of it. Then you're going to increase those 6 stitches for every single stitch until 12. So you're going to put 2 single crochet in every single one of those 6 single crochet. Then you're going to single crochet around that entire piece for 7 inches. On the last 1.5 inches, which is about 6 rounds, you're going to want to change and go to your cream yarn. Slip stitch off and call it good. Then when you're doing the attaching part or hot gluing or whatever you want to do as far as your attachment part, you're going to make a strip from about here to the tail, and you're going to roll your tail like so, and it will stick and stay like that. Then take your tail for here after this is dried and cooled off and all that good stuff, and you're going to want to take this and sew it onto the back of the legs right here. I always try to match it up so that this line is perfectly straight so that the tail and the cream and the tan don't cross right there, and it looks like a straight line. So that is how we do the back of it. And next up I'll show you how to do the headpiece and the eyes. So next up we're going to work on our head for our little Meowth, and it's super easy. All we do is we make our magical ring. We place 6 single crochet on the inside of that magical ring. Then we increase every single stitch, every other, every third, fourth, 5th, until we get to the 6th. So we're gonna get to the row where we're increasing every 6th stitch. Then your increases are done, and that's as wide as you want it. Next, we're going to single crochet around for 4 inches, approximately about 10 rows. Then, depending on how your stitches are, so your stitches might be tighter, might be looser, whatever they are, I did it for 10 rounds. Here, we're going to cup our neck and make it into a ball here. So then we're going to do the inverse of what we did on the front and do decreases that way. So we're going to single crochet 5, skip the 6th, single crochet 4, skip the 5th, and so on and so forth until we're decreasing every other stitch until it's closed off. So decrease every 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, every other until it's closed off. And here I like to stuff at the part where we're skipping every 3rd, and that's where I like to stuff, and then I'll finish off there. Alright, part of the headpiece is we're going to make 2 ears. Then we're going to actually do the little gold gem that goes in the center. So here, you're going to make 2 big black ears that will go right on the top of the head. So here, you're going to make a magical ring, place 4 single crochet on the inside of it, then you're going to increase every other stitch for 2 rounds, getting you up to 9 stitches. Then you're going to increase every 3rd stitch, every 4th, every 5th, and then you're going to single crochet around for 2 rounds. Make 2 of these ears. Then you're going to take your pink felt and you're going to cut a piece of pink felt that's a triangle that will make it so that you can see a stitch on either side, and you can tuck it so once it's sewed into the head you'll adhere it right there so that it's like kind of square with the base of it, and that's really all there is to that. Then you're going to make your little gold gem, and this is actually fairly simple as well. Here you're going to make a magical ring, place 6 single crochet on the inside of it, increase every single one of those stitches up to 12, single crochet around for 5 rounds, and then you're going to decrease every single stitch until it's closed off. So the way that I do that is I just single crochet 2 together until the very end and it's all closed off, and I sew in my tail, and that I will just hot glue or use fabric glue and put onto the center of the face. Next up, we're gonna work on the eyes. So I attached the ears, and here I'm going to glue on, I'm actually gonna hot glue, or you can use fabric glue, or you can even needle felt these large pink triangles onto the ear. Then I made 2 eyes. I kind of just used Meowth as a reference for how I would do the shape. I kind of just cut out a rectangle and I cupped the sides that were shorter right here. I started there and then I went up to the point. I just curved off all these corners. Then I took a piece of rectangle black felt and cut it so that the tips were pointed and everything else was rounded like that. And then I took a little tiny circle and put it on both. You're also going to want to make 2 small little tiny fangs for Meowth, and I'll show you how to form the mouth with the black fabric paint after you've glued this on right around here on both parts, or however else you want to adhere your face. Oh no! My eye came off, which is why I need to glue them. And right now my glue gun's heating up, so I'm gonna work on that. Alright, see you when everything's all glued on and everything's attached, and we're just gonna be working on the last step, which is working on your fabric paint. Alright, see you there. So at this point you should have everything put together, and now you're going to work on the mouth and using a little bit of your fabric paint also to put some stripes along there. So here on the mouth, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to start from the outer part right here and cup it right along here. After you've put in your put them on there, kind of go upward a little bit at the middle part, and you're going to want to repeat that but on the inverse on the other side. It's a little hard for me to show. It's really hard to get this thing focused. No, I got the eye. I'll have to let it dry and cut it off. And cut back up a little bit. Let it kind of cup like so. So I made a mistake on the eye, and I'm just going to wait for that to dry and then I'll cut it off and like kind of finagle it. So now you've got that done, you're going to want to go up here and add 4 lines right on this. So first line, you're going to want to add right across right there. I try to make it so that it's like that. And then do a second, a third, and a fourth. And then you're done. I'll see you when it's time, when this is all dried. Alright, and now that that's all dry, that's really all there is to it. If you like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. We've grown so quickly, and I'm absolutely adoring how many subscribers we've got, so it really does help us out when you hit that like and subscribe button. If you like Pokemon, we have, Pokemon Go is really big. We have an entire tutorial list of a ton of different Pokemon, and a bunch more coming out because they're really popular, and I'm Pokemon going an absurd amount. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just made a Diglett, and hopefully that video will be coming out before this one. And there's an entire playlist, so if you like it, then go ahead and check that out. I'll link it down in the description below, and also in the annotations. So be sure to check those out. Alright, until next time, guys.